Most of the country now under stay-at-home orders, except for 8 states, including South Dakota, where our next guest says they can get through this pandemic without those measures. South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem is here to explain. Good morning to you, Governor.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. I know you're getting a lot of criticism over this. You decided not to be a stay-at-home state, and therefore your cases are rising, and many are saying they're attributing it to your decision. Why did you make that decision?
Well, we were one of the first states to take action. Actually, we sent our kids home from school, put in mitigation measures, set group sizes of 10 or less throughout the state, did an executive order that followed CDC guidelines. So we did take mitigation measures, but we gave our businesses the opportunity to be innovative, to change the way that they deliver goods to their customers and take care of their employees. And we do have a hot spot in South Dakota right now. We have a meatpacking plant in Sioux Falls that has had an outbreak, and we are dealing with that. You know, it certainly is a tense situation there, but we've got a lot of people that are focused on helping those individuals get better. Overall, the state is doing very, very well. This hot spot is one area that we are addressing.
So that you're talking about Smithfield Meat, which a lot of us get our meat from this company. It's a huge company manufacturing or producing meat for so many of us around the United States, and that happens to be one of the biggest clusters of the outbreaks. More than 300 people there have been infected, and so the plant has had to close. Many are worried about a meat shortage. Do you feel responsible for that?
Well, it is a critical infrastructure business, so even if there had been a shelter-in-place order, it wouldn't have helped the situation because this plant is a part of our nation's food supply. It's a national security issue that it be up and running. So that's why we're in there looking at it, making sure that all the mitigation measures the company has put in place protect the employees while they come back online and get back to work and continue to feed this country.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You don't want big government. We can make our own decisions. But the only problem is there are lives at stake here. So I know that that's what the critics are saying. What are your constituents saying about that decision?
Well, I think they're all concerned about what's happening with this plant, but they also recognize that throughout the state, overwhelmingly, we're doing very well. Our other areas that we've had a few cases, those people have recovered. The vast majority of our positive cases are happening in this part of the state, and the fact that this was a critical infrastructure business, a shelter of home wouldn't have made a bit of difference in how this company was treated. So they recognize this unique situation that we're going to get in there. Our Department of Health is working with local leaders to make sure we're communicating with these families on isolating themselves, getting them the care that they need so that they can be healthy and continue to go back to work.
Governor, we interviewed saved her life. She said, I was nearing death. I'd been infected for weeks. Drug, and I immediately saw a difference, and she says it saved her life. There's been controversy about this drug, and your state is implementing or having some sort of a clinical trial. Tell us what's going on there.
Well, we wanted to go on offense against this virus, so I announced yesterday, in partnership with our 3 major health systems, that we would do the first ever statewide, state-backed clinical research drug trial on using hydroxy for these COVID-19 positive patients. It's a unique situation where we have all of our healthcare systems on the same page participating, and it's the first ever state-backed and statewide trial. I think this will give us an opportunity to help patients. We have the opportunity, with the help of the federal government and the White House, of having enough doses that we could treat up to 100,000 people in our state, and that's going to allow us the opportunity to have a therapeutic that could make all the difference in the world for those that are high risk or vulnerable.
When will the trial be wrapped up? Because so many people who have COVID, they want to take this.
Well, it's already started. We have folks that we received the drugs from the federal government. The hydroxy came in this weekend, and so we already have patients that are taking this, and we have this all set up as a voluntary participation program between a patient and their doctor. And Sanford Health will be leading the initiative and the trial. They're experts at this. They have a research arm that has done so many good work and so much good work in so many different areas that we're excited they're leading it, and it'll start with 2,000 patients in a separate drug trial, but we can treat up to 100,000 people throughout the state that may be struggling with the virus.
All right, Governor Noem, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ainsley.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too. It's 7:24 here on the East Coast, and still ahead, recovered COVID-19 patients in South Korea are getting the virus again. Does this mean it can reactivate? Dr. Mark Siegel has some possible explanations coming up next.